Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got some huge news from the gaming world, and if you're a Nintendo fan, you're going to love this one. The Nintendo Switch 2 has just made history. It's critically the fastest selling video game console in US history, and we're breaking down exactly what that means, how many units it sold, why it's doing so well, what's next, and how this changes the entire console landscape. Let's start with the numbers because they're pretty staggering. In its first month on the market, June 2025, the Nintendo Switch 2 sold 1.6 million units in the United States alone. That makes it the fastest selling console launch in American history, beating out even Sony PlayStation 4, which sold 1.1 million units in its first month back in 2015. If you would like to compare the sales of how the Switch 2 is doing against other consoles and of recent years in their first month, I'll bring that information up now. As we said, Nintendo Switch sold 1.6 million units in June. The PlayStation 4, when it first came out in 2015, sold 1.1 million units in its first month. The PlayStation 5 sold 1.2 million units in its first month. The Xbox Series, trailing behind, sold 950,000 units in its first month. And the original Switch sold 1.3 million units in its first month. It's not just a great start, it's a record-breaking launch, and it's not even the holiday season yet. So how did Nintendo pull this off? A lot of it comes down to a smart balance of innovation and familiarity. Here's what the Switch 2 brings to the table. Hybrid Design 2.0. Still portable, still dockable, but with faster load times, improved Joy-Con stability, and 4K support when docked. 8-inch OLED display. Gorgeous, vibrant visuals that outshine even the original Switch OLED model. Backward compatibility. Every Nintendo Switch game works on Switch 2, and in some cases they run even better. Strong launch titles, including Donkey Kong Bananza, Luigi's Mansion 4, Wild Hearts S, and the new Super Mario Party Jamboree. And Nintendo isn't slowing down either. They promised one new major first-party title every month for the foreseeable future. Here's where it gets interesting. Nintendo isn't trying to compete in the traditional console war anymore. They're starting what they're calling an attention war. The idea? Keep fans engaged month after month with fresh content, not just win them over at launch. A recent quote from Nintendo's senior software strategist Koichi Nakamura put it best. We're not here to compete for hardware numbers, we're here to win hearts and minds every single month. End quote. And honestly, it's working. The launch of the Switch 2 has already had ripple effects across the industry in June 2025 alone. Video game content spending in the US jumped 6%, hitting $4.4 billion. Accessory rates are up, game sales are up. Luigi's Mansion 4 alone has sold over 3 million copies in under 30 days, and the Switch 2 Pro controller is already sold out in several regions. So, we went over console sales over their first month of release. Let's go over the top games for the Switch 2 that have been selling. I already said Luigi's Mansion 4 has hit 3 million sales. Donkey Kong Bananza is at 2.1 million sales. Super Mario Party Jamboree is at 1.5 million sales. And Wild Hearts S is at 1.2 million sales. And we're just getting started. So what's next? A new Legend of Zelda game titled Echoes of Time is set to be revealed this fall. Rumors say it's one of the most ambitious entries in the franchise's history. Animal Crossing New Horizons 2 is expected sometime in early 2026. And Nintendo is reportedly working on exclusive partnerships with third-party developers like Square Enix for timed exclusives. If they keep up the pace, a major title every month, steady hardware shipments, and full third-party support, the Switch 2 could challenge even the PS2 for the crown of best-selling console of all time. So there you have it. The Nintendo Switch 2 is off to a historic start, and between its upgraded hardware, stacked game schedule, and Nintendo's fresh strategy, it looks like it's going to be the console to watch in 2025 and beyond. What do you think? Are you already playing on the Switch 2? Still holding out for Zelda or Animal Crossing? Or are you riding with PlayStation or Xbox this generation? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, Subscribe and ring that bell for more gaming updates, reviews, and news. Thanks for watching. I'm James, and I'll see you next time.